Some days, I smell of loneliness and escape, of the uncomfortable intimacy of economy class seats. On these days, I rub to take off that extra layer of dead skin, hoping that if I scrub hard enough, I can find traces of that person I once discarded from 30,000 feet high, flying over the Gulf of Intentions. But sitting in a sea of brown faces, all keen-eyed yet timid, I couldn't help but feel the familiar restlessness of a 15-hour trans-everything flight, where every mile runs its course under the heaviness of your eyelids. They spoke of Kadagali and crowded bus stands where passengers were stacked like matchboxes, sparking with urgency and escape. One man told the story of a village of untouchables, of a dog that wandered off and impregnated a dog of an upper caste family. They torched that village, raped and killed the first woman they could get their hands on. An eye for an eye, a dog for a rotten bitch. These are the stories that move them. These are the stories that sometimes appear in international newspapers, yet for all their fame and notoriety, they are standing neck deep in stagnating water where even the slightest ripple could drown them, because backward castes are equivalent to the very shit they scavenged through. And I looked over at this man, speaking with earnest and a quiet rage. Your eyes are hungering for moonlight, and my mouth is cracking through the spaces of my lips like parched earth, ashamed to say that I still dream of this place with pride sometimes. Despite everything, I still come from that place where mixed caste babies are crushed one by one under the four legs of a bed frame, where women are told to hold back their smiles and shut up because nobody wants a rabid bitch to bare her teeth. And I see you struggling, unable to reconcile that curious yearning in your chest for the place that spat on your face because of the sound of your last name. I belong to you. I belong to a first son and his first child with a mouth too big for a much too small wallet. I belong to rice paddies floating with drowned lungs and water-stained pleas, to a billion explosions of color between brown and ivory. I belong to the monsoons, to the color of my skin. I belong to Jai Hind and to women strung with jasmine garlands kneeling at morning temples. I belong to communist graffiti on the walls of train stations, to a man, a beggar, groping blind, like scraping against the asphalt as if he was a scalpel, as if his knees were more courageous than he was. I belong to you, to Kerala, to Tamil Nadu. Sometimes it seems I will never belong, but I will always dream of you like the space between the fish and the moon. I belong to that place where they breathed, lungs expanding like balloons. I belong to the sun dying in the east. I belong to a few, to a billion. I belong to you.